Hey guys, about to play a match with the Temur See the Unwritten deck, which is this month, that being January 2016's casual MTG deck. Looks like we have an opponent, so should be interesting. This deck is a fun deck in a lot of ways because it's kind of different every time because it has so many singleton cards in it. That is an awful hand though, so that's not the good kind of different. So we're going to mulligan that, and this is much better. We don't have a See the Unwritten, which would be nice, or any early ramp, but, you know, we do have all three of our colors, and that's going to help a lot, because we can actually cast it on turn 3, so... And we have a turn 2 Frostwalker, too, which isn't bad, so if our opponent doesn't have an early game, we may just win as sort of an aggro deck. Another Frontier Bivouac, but I think I want to play Frostwalker enough, and I can still play the Knuckleblade, even if... I play a forest next turn, so I'll play the Frostwalker for now. Sometimes it's a good idea to keep mana open for the Knuckleblade so that you can, like, be sure. Okay, well, our opponent is having mana issues. So we're going to swing first with our 4-1. Drops him to 16. And then I think we do play Savage Knuckleblade here and just keep the pressure on our opponent. And in the turn... All right, well, we are drawing, like, all of our stuff. Our guys we want to be hitting with See the Unwritten. But, you know, they'll be good if we get to cast them, too. But it looks like we're in pretty good shape. I'm actually going to leave mana up so I can bounce my Savage Knuckleblade if he has removal. It'll be lethal next turn anyway if my opponent can't do anything. So, kind of just aggroed this. Looks like he's doing something, though. All right, Consul's Lieutenant. That is annoying. Okay, Clever Impersonator. Second Savage Knuckleblade wouldn't be bad, right? So I think that may be what I do here. We're definitely swinging in with our Savage Knuckleblade. If I swing with both, I can do it next turn, really, and get a little more value out of it, I think. So I'm going to play Clever Impersonator now as a second Savage Knuckleblade. I could also pick a land, like if I really wanted a 5th land, but a 5th land doesn't do us anything. A 6th would do something. So, yeah, we're going to copy Savage Knuckleblade and in the turn. So, we're in pretty good shape here. There's a few things that could... All right, well, that's not one of the things that worries me. At least not a whole lot. All right. So I think we attack with both Savage Knuckleblades and Frostwalker. There's really no way he doesn't die, so because he's at low enough life. So our deck didn't really do what it was supposed to do here. But I think that's okay. So kind of just won that one on, you know, a weird aggro hand, which isn't going to happen very often with this deck. Okay, so based on what we saw, Rending Volley might be nice to bring in place of a couple Temur Charms. But we saw one white creature and we saw one black and red creature with Rending Volley, can't even hit, so it's not ultra amazing. Dispel doesn't seem like we need it. Neither does the Profaner or the Whirler Rogue. So I think I probably just leave the deck as is until we see a little bit more of it. Hopefully this deck will actually, like, you know, do some See the Unwritten things. Well, there's one in my hand, and a pretty good hand. We don't have Mana Dork, but I think this is an okay hand. We didn't have one in the last game either, which is kind of nuts. There we go. I was going to say, we run a decent number of them. So with Rattleclaw Mystic, I think it's actually better to wait to play it until turn 3, especially because we can play our Frostwalker right now. So I'm going to play the Frostwalker for now. Next turn, we can play the Rattleclaw Mystic. Our opponent having mana issues again. We'll bash in there for 4, taking him back down to 18. And I will play the Rattleclaw Mystic face down. All right. So let's see here. Next turn... No, I won't quite. Oh, yes, I will be able to. When I flip my Rattleclaw Mystic, it will allow me to cast See the Unwritten. So it's going to be pretty sweet. That's kind of the ideal thing for this deck to do, especially with a Frostwalker in play. All right. right. So I'm going to play this mountain here. And I'm going to do this. Turn this face up. The reason I'm casting it in my main phase is because I could hit a creature that can attack right away. So I might as well. So we're going to go see the Unwritten. All right, we did not get a hasty creature, and we don't really want Foe Razor Regent right now, but I think getting Void Winnower and Omnath is pretty obscene, and I think that's what we'll do. So we'll go Void Winnower, Omnath, so that was pretty ideal for us. We don't get to attack with anything right now, but it's pretty hard to imagine our opponent being able to overcome what we just did, especially with the mana issues he's having. But doing this on turn 4... is pretty awesome. You know, it's not quite on like the show and tell level of great, especially because you have to have a dude with 4 in play, and you have to have you know, a Rattleclaw Mystic to get that much ramp. But either way. So what's our opponent got that he's not just like scooping right away? I can't imagine anything that costs 2 mana in standard that can keep him from taking 16 damage from Void Winnower and Omnath next turn. Could kill both of these maybe, but that's still 16 damage. Yeah, I think he's... Well, okay. Let's see what happens. We also now have mana for Woodland Bellower. So I'm going to play a land, which will give me an elemental. And... going to go ahead and attack with everything, including the... Well, I may as well leave the Rattleclaw Mystic back. I don't think he's going to do anything too crazy. Like, ultimate price can't kill these. And so, yeah, I think he's dead anyway. So, yep, there's lethal. All right, well, game 1 was kind of uncharacteristic, and game 2 was, like, the ideal thing for this deck to do. And it was a lot of fun. So... thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.